Action Flash Mob. We're joined today by the Tara Paolo Studio. Meow meow, Tara.
Meow meow. Meow meow. Top tier. Top tier flash mob.
Happy holidays, free Palestine to you.
Happy holidays, ceasefire now.
Yes, we
Call your
must.
reps.
Call them, call them, call them. Listen, the reason why Tara and I are here, because we're not going to keep you long, these are going to be about 5 to 10 minute lives each, is just to let you know what's going on in Love and Action Network because so many of you are giving your time, talent, and treasure and your attention to our projects and really wishing us well. And we want you to know what's happening with us this holiday season. So maybe we can go one thing you're doing, one thing I'm doing, one thing you're doing, one thing I'm doing, and then we'll be out of here on to the next space. We're starting today, y'all, on YouTube and Twitter, then going over to Facebook, and then we're going to go to Instagram, and then land in Bigo. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Tara, what have you been working on, and what's your first thing that you want to highlight today?
Yeah, so lots of things behind the scenes. So, folks that have followed me for a while or saw me a year ago on this, because I think this is the first live back, my friend. I think this is the first live back. So, folks that haven't seen me for a while or have been following me and are like, Tara's been a little quiet. That is true. There's been a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that aren't as forward facing, but we are moving into a phase of the business that is much more forward facing so that there is availability for the community to come in and that I can expand the community as well as the conversation, as well as joy and overflow and all of the things that I have talked about as we continue to go forward. So, on that note, there is a new community. It is just the Slack channel. It's Terra Parallel Studio for right now. I think that's what it's called. But there are a bunch of different channels in that workspace that involve, both my riffs and my blogs from Patreon. I've discontinued my Patreon. So, y'all, if you want to donate to me, there are other ways, but for right now, we're moving everything to the Slack channel, as well as discussions on Spill the Beans. I'll repost my Spill the Beans in there so you guys can get the transcripts, as well as stuff like yesterday. I posted something about the presidential election of 2024, which I don't love having those discussions in stories on Instagram or really anywhere else other than a close community that can actually respect each other and have useful conversation. So that is a community space for you. And eventually, right now, I believe we have 12 people in there. As more engagement starts and as I start to lead more discussions and as people start to discuss their own topics and I'm commenting back to them, you will be able to do community care cash, which is going to just be a 1 day a week where people that have participated in the channel that week are able to drop their cash apps, their Venmos, their PayPals, their whatever, and the community can give some ducats to them as payment or as just appreciation for being there. So then we are circling around community care so that it is not just Tara gets the money and is redistributing the money, but rather you can pay artists and orators and conversationalists yourself. And also on the Slack channel, that is where Content Cohort now lives. Some of you will recognize that name from last year. It is still a pay what you can program. Most people pay $0 a month to be in there, which is fine. I love doing it. So it's a place that you can come drop your content and share it. I'll audit it. I open audits once a week, and then I go in and I type back to you, and then you can go ahead and post it. And it's also a great place to start learning how to market or learning how to build graphics or learning how to build a website or anything like that. It's the Slack channel is the version that is the freest access to me, right? That I check every single day. So you can find that at my link, taraparello.com/links. It's top one to apply. Your first thing, Dr. Flo.
Oh my God, it is Christmas time in the city. Silver bells, yes,
I think I have red bells, but we're
red
close.
bells and hoops. We'll take it off for Christmas. I'm working on Dr. Flo and the Love Experience Christmas Time edition. Got to go out in Lexington, North Carolina over the weekend and sing and be paid to love on people through music. I'm looking forward to doing that for the rest of the season. Our booking team is available for Christmas bookings. So if you're interested, go to the website to get to my full demo pages. On the website, lovedandlovable.org, it says Dr. Flo, and there's a link where you can just learn more about me right there and everything I'm doing. You can live chat us on the site or email Helen at lovedandlovable.org. We love Helen so much. And she'll be able to get you in touch with all of the people who will be able to book the show. It's all classics and inspirational songs, moving from the heart as always. We've been working on it for a very, very long time, and we're happy to present it to the world. For those of you who don't know, the lovely Tara Praolo Studio is my vocal captain for all the shows that I do online and in person, and keeps me healthy throughout the year, and telling the stories that we tell of the fact that everyone's loved and lovable and will always be so. And so would love to have in-person events to sing at, and also their digital offerings. So if you want to give grandma or your special cousin or auntie or your homeboy a special private audience concert for the holidays, we also offer that, and you can find out more at lovedandlovable.org. Your turn.
Yes, I'll tack on to Dr. Flo's, which is that there is also a wreath raffle to go along with this year's Christmas shows, provided by me. Some of you that have followed me for a long time will know that I used to have a business called M&M Moments that made wreaths, and I have been making wreaths since my children's choir days. So like third or fourth grade. That's where I started making wreaths. I used to raffle them at the Christmas concerts for choir. But you can enter the raffle for $2 and get your very own M&M Moments wreath that is decorated by me, hand decorated, hand put together, comes in a nice box, all of the good things to enjoy this holiday season. So I will throw that up there. I believe that my second thing still may involve something with Dr. Flo, because this is love in action. Okay. Y'all, some of y'all need to catch on to the play of words. Okay. Love in action. Action. Action is really, my portion, even though I was gone when it was invented. Anyway, so during the holiday season, the last week of December and the first week of January, I am always off from my studio. Those are 2 weeks that I take off completely. I let my students have the 2 weeks. I usually take the 2 weeks, but this year I want to make sure that my students who are bored the first week of January and you all out there have something to engage in, because that can tend to be a week that we get really lonely. We don't get to see our friends, our parents go back to work, our, like all of these things, our grandparents, we're kind of on this downward trend of like, oh, we just spent all of our time with the holidays with our families, and now guess what? We're just at home, right? And so I want to make sure that there are some offerings that week. So I'm going to be offering at least 4 masterclasses, one of which will be with Dr. Flo, that will involve all of the things that I do. So voice performance and coaching, DEI work, and also creative branding and storytelling, that kind of workshop. So more information will be coming soon, and you can tune in to either my email list or my Instagram and Facebook and all my properties. That is where you will get into that. And they will be likely pay what you can or sliding scale. So pretty affordable, or with a suggested donation. Next up for you.
Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna start to combine a few because we've got like a minute or so left on the clock. Or maybe we can just run over, and I'll just let the TikToks see as much of 10 minutes as they can see.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. So I want to talk about Love in Action Network's website. And on that website is all of the things that we offer in network. Access to Dr. Flo, the one and only energy of the loved and lovable message, through smiles and songs and support and shenanigans. There are conversations around and balloons about our amazing collaborators on the website. Tara has her balloon, McFadden Healing and Wellness have their balloon, Poppy Waters, House of Mommy Water has their balloon there, so you can find out more about them. You can register to attend our events. You can take a class with me. I offer classes in the following disciplines: life coaching, vocal performance coaching, business coaching and online marketing and business development, spiritual coaching for those who would like to have a spiritual practice and also for those who are looking to grow and manifest their dreams. Sometimes people don't fail because they're bad people. They fail up because they don't have a plan. And so all of my work in my life is dedicated to helping people actualize and execute their plans. And no dream is too big or too small. If you go to lovedandlovable.org, you'll see access to, of course, the homepage, the ability to donate to our causes, which are to feed the people here in Lexington, North Carolina, and also the hearts of the people online. You can book with me for all of those services or just to get to know me better. I am offering $25 trial sessions for the holidays. I think I'm only going to offer about 20 of those right now in the first round. And so jump in if you want one of the $25 trial sessions in any of these areas: life coaching, vocal performance, business, spiritual, or your dreams. Now would be a good time to invest in you and take a chance on the love inside of you. And if you want to work for us and help us amplify our message, Tara leads the Beautiful Soul Mod Squad, who we tramps and move through the internet, spreading our fairy dust of love and lovable every day online. If you'd like to mod for us, help us book more shows, help us write the show, help us orchestrate the show, help us light the show, dance, sing, act in the show, bring your special talents to the show. You can find out about those opportunities as well at lovedandlovable.org. We're looking for participants who have an eager heart towards putting, as Tara said, the love in action. You gotta, like I used to say, right? What good is your love if it ain't poured out, right? What else is coming up for you?
Last things last, or first things last, whatever. This has been on the DL like for a while, but I have started a fund that allows for sponsorships of lessons with me. So not everybody is able to afford or can take as many lessons as they want to because of I have to live too. So I do have a fund where anybody can donate that is $25 for a half hour, similar to what Dr. Flo was saying, that can sponsor someone to take some lessons with me. So you're welcome to donate to that. All you got to do is DM me for the link for that. And also sometimes I give that sponsorship to other studios. So for instance, I'm sponsoring a person in Dr. Flo's studio currently. So that is from the generosity of the people in my community. And so I love to do that. I love to be able to help people subsidize lessons if it's something that they really are committed to doing.
We're so grateful. We're so grateful. This is my first non-binary young person in my studio, and they are so thrilled that your community cares about them. And it was excitement that almost made the child jump up on the table at the lemonade space. you
Yeah.
know, this idea of just pouring into the future with our time, our talent, and our treasure. And that's really what Love in Action Network is all about. Really growing people. Tara releases the entanglements on the energy surrounding people and their crafts and their gifts. We are here to encourage, equip, and empower everyone we touch to step into their more, and just to be fully manifested in the earth. And it's really, really wonderful to be in partnership with Tara Praolo Studio and House of Mommy Water and countless others who really believe in putting love in action. So I want to thank you, Tara, for stopping by today and being with us. Of course, of course. All right, everybody, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering, and may a big love hold you today and every day in its big, big hands as above, so below. Marza Benuto, Ashiga Ganata, Hakuna Matata. Blessed be the fruit, may the Lord open under his eye.
Oregon and Dushkanu.